Hi everybody, I'm Steve of USCCA Training. I'm here with my good friend Anthony Lambert, USCCA Training Counselor and owner of ACT Gun Training. Anthony's joining us here today so that he can help teach us how we may be able to save lives. Anthony, as a Chief Navy Corpsman, you saved many lives.
Yep.
So I feel so confident and so fortunate you're here to help us out. Why don't you teach us one of those methods?
All right. So today what I did, Steve, is I brought a tourniquet here with me. It's a soft T tourniquet, and there's a lot of different brands out there on the market, and you know your particular model may be a little bit different, but essentially any tourniquet is designed to restrict the flow of blood. Okay, and why would that be important? Well, the number one reason that people die in a combat situation or let's say in a gunfight is due to blood loss, major blood loss. So this tool right here, when you receive it, one thing I would highly recommend everyone doing is check out your equipment, make sure everything's all there. And typically these tourniquets come all the way closed. Now imagine if you're the one injured and you have to put this on yourself. It's gonna be pretty hard to open that up.
Right.
So what I recommend for everybody out there is when you get your tourniquet, open that strap all the way open and then refold it. So it makes sense so you can be able to put it on yourself, tighten it down and wind it up, okay? So can I demonstrate to our viewers out there on how to use this?
Absolutely.
All right, on the soft T tourniquet, all you gotta do is we're gonna simulate that you have a severed left arm. Okay. Now, one key thing with the tourniquet is you want to go at least 4 inches above the wound. So we'll just say that you severed your arm here, or you have major bleeding right from your forearm here. So we want to go above the joint, never ever on the joint. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to tighten down the strap as tight as possible. Okay. Now, since we're doing this for training purposes, I'm not going to tighten it down so hard that I actually restrict the flow of blood. Okay. But let me know when you start feeling it. Okay. And this is the windlass type. So you're going to just take this and you're going to turn it, continue turning. All right.
That's 2 turns and it feels like I'm getting my blood pressure taken so far.
So we'll stop right there. But in real life situation, you want to cut it all the way off. Okay. And then you're going to take this ring right here and just hook it to the end so it holds by itself.
That's it.
Okay. Now, a couple of key things you want to look at after you apply the tourniquet is, one, check for a distal pulse, okay? Make sure there is no pulse. There's an absence of a pulse, okay? And also you can do what's called a cap refill. All you got to do is look at the nail bed, squeeze the nail bed, and if it doesn't refill with blood, you know you've got complete restriction of that blood flow.
Okay.
All right?
So checking for the pulse and checking for a capillary refill.
Yep.
Tells us that you've got it on tight enough, or if you have to turn it a little bit tighter.
Correct. Now, once you've applied a tourniquet, never remove it, okay? And if the patient is unconscious, you definitely want to mark their forehead with either a Sharpie pen or maybe even with their own blood. Mark a T on their forehead. That way, once they get into the emergency room staff know that there's a tourniquet on you somewhere. And the other key thing that the viewers must remember is you can only apply a tourniquet on an extremity, never anywhere near the central mass of the body.
Right.
Okay.
Now you talked about that there was a severed arm, but what if it's an arterial bleed?
Same thing.
You still want to tourniquet?
Arterial bleed, and the way you can tell if the difference between arterial bleed or a venous bleed is it's going to be bright red blood, and it's going to be spurting with the heartbeat. Okay. And also, even if it's a deep vein bleed, you're going to get massive bleeding, so you definitely want to throw a tourniquet on there.
First thing?
First thing.
Gotcha.
Save time.
Save time, save lives, right?
That's right.
I mean, I have IFAKs in my home, individual first aid kits in my home, in different areas in the home, in all of my vehicles. I got one in my desk drawer at work. Any other recommendations as far as that is concerned?
Well, I would recommend actually having one on your persons, because you're not always going to be at home. You're not going to always be in your vehicle. You could be at the shopping mall, and it could be that you need it, or one of your loved ones needs it.
And you can get them small enough that they can actually fit in your pocket.
Absolutely, yeah.
For those of you who want more of this type of information from Anthony, we've done a great DVD product with him. You can go to the link that's included in the description below and visit the USCCA store, and you too can learn more and more of these life-saving techniques from Anthony Lambert. And don't forget, train hard, train safe, and train always. Have a fabulous day.